Hello and welcome. It's June back again from poppyfieldcardcrafts.com, and for this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use all of your stacks of papers that you've put to one side with the intentions of using them but never got round to it, especially your 12-inch square sheets of paper. This tutorial that I'm going to show you is ideal for the 12-inch paper pads. And also, over the years when you've collected these papers and then you go and revisit them again, you might decide that you don't like them and wonder why you ever bought them. And I am very guilty of that. This is an ideal way to use them, and if you wish, to gift them to friends, family. It just depends how you come to finally decorate these papers. So I've used 12-inch paper pads, and I have seen someone else on YouTube do this tutorial. I thought I'd written her name down and I haven't, so I do apologize, and if I do find it I will link it in the description box below. So in the meantime, this is one excellent example of papers that I've bought many years ago and now wondering why on earth did I buy them and what am I going to do with them. So we're only using 4 sheets of paper, and it's entirely up to you how you decorate it. These papers can be made to look really nice with embellishments, flowers and such like. So when you turn over, there's a pocket on each page, and I just pop those in just to let you see that we have a pocket in there. And of course you can decorate these whichever way you want to. I've got this page, and that, and that, and the back. So for this one I thought to use it as a yearbook and pop photos in and use journaling cards and such like from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So that's one way. Also, you know, if you have anyone you buy a gift for who, for instance, is an avid gardener, you could use your decorated papers. You could put packets of seeds in and hints and tips and what have you that you may cut out from a magazine. The same applies for an avid baker. You could really go to town with that. There's a few examples. I've also started to make this one, and I decided that I will have everything in the one place for this Christmas. So Christmas 2018, you could do this year after year. Using papers this way would be ideal to gift to a family member or friend, so you know they'll keep on top of what's needed. And as an example, the first page, you could have who you send cards to in here, what you need to buy, or who else you need to buy for cards and such like. You could have gifts on here, what you need to get, food, plan your menus and put that in there. You can also have, where I've put the tags on here, you could add that there. What else? So we've done gifts, cards, food, wine, and you might see some things for the next year, the following year. So that is another way to use your papers. So let me show you what you need to do. So I have 4 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, and the double-sided, it's best if they are double-sided because then you're not getting the blank pages like I have here, the white pages on the bottom, but it's your choice. So I have the 4 papers, and these are double-sided, and you need your scoreboard and score tool and your paper. So we're going to score at 6 inches on each one. 6 inches. And then a quarter turn and score at 3. I'm just going to use this one. So score at 3. Just want to do this 6-inch one again. Now I want this as the outside. And what I want to do, I would do all the scoring at first, but for the purpose of time for the video, I'll just add my glue, and this is on the 3-inch part. And then turn that over. Make sure you're aligned and burnish. And then we'll do the same for these. I would also use a score pal for my sides as well. But again, because of the time factor for videoing, I'm using the wet glue. So we'll do that. Six inches. Okay. So burnish your score lines. Should I have this? Right. I was just thinking which side I like the least on that, on this sheet. Okay. So we'll have that, that, will go that way to that one. Right, so all 4 pages, all 4 sheets have been scored and burnished. And now what you need to do is get your glue. Like I say, normally I would use Score Pal. I'll have one down the middle to separate those two. And then add your glue to what will be the back side. And then with this one, I'm just moving this up to the 3-inch score line. And then this will sit on there. Very nicely. Glue on the edges. So now this one will sit on there. So apply your glue. I'm using Cosmic Shimmer Dries Clear. This is by Creative Expressions. It's an excellent glue. And it really does adhere very, very well. Put that on there. And then the final one. You could add more papers to this method, but I wouldn't advise you doing the 3-inch pocket, because even with the 4 pages you can see this is getting pretty thick. So you could add some extra, but just to the size, to that size, instead of having the overhang. So it would be 9 inches by 6 inches. And now that they are adhered, I would also, as I've done on here, I've just added another strip of paper as an addition to support the spine. It's 9 inches and I've cut it at 2 inches, so we've got an inch on each side. That just finishes it off, and I will add one of my papers to that afterwards. So when you come to open it, we have, you see, that isn't sticking, and I'm saying it's a really good glue, and it is. So this is really nice, you know, you can put your photos in and do journaling cards. I think it's an excellent way to use up your 12-inch paper pads that you keep forever and a day, and you're not going to use them. So there's 3 examples. Ideal as a pre-Christmas gift if you were to make something like this and hand it to family or whoever you do buy for. I'm sure they would appreciate that. So thank you once again for joining me, and I do hope you give this a try. And until the next video, happy crafting. Bye.